Happy New Year, guys! It is January 1st, and one thing I love about the new year is starting a fresh planner. I have been planning for about 3 years now, and I have documented my planning journey on YouTube here, so if you're interested in checking all that out, I do have a playlist that you can see. I've tried all kinds of different styles of planning. Some have been more successful than others. I started out trying to do like a bullet journal style in a Filofax, and I quickly found out that that was just too much to keep up for me, so I moved to something a little more pre-printed rather than having to make my spreads every week and all that. And so my first year with the bullet journal and kind of jumping around between different things was just trying to feel everything out. The second year, which was 2 years ago, I got a recollections planner from Michaels that I really liked. It was the vertical planner, and I ended up staying with that planner through the entire year, and that was the year that Levi was born, so I have all kinds of things in there, like recording his weight and all that after he was born, and I even picked out a cover that was kind of representative of my, year with my little boy when he was born, and I really liked having everything all in one planner for the whole year. And then last year I got gung-ho about it, and I made my own, I customized my own plum paper planner, and I showed you guys that at the beginning of last year. And very quickly into that planner, I found that I just did not like it. It didn't work for me, and I couldn't really pinpoint what it was about it that I didn't like or that didn't work. It just didn't feel right, and I wasn't motivated to use it. So I ended up switching and kind of just playing around with different things through the whole year. I did some traveler's notebooks and tried to just do some little simple notebooks. With that, you can, throw in whatever notebooks you want to and switch them out, and it's really easy to just play around with. And I enjoyed that somewhat. And then I ended up just getting, in the middle of the year, I got a couple recollections planners that were undated and pretty blank so that I could just week to week plan my weeks, and that worked out for the rest of the year. But now that 2020 is started, I wanted to really commit to one planner for the year, and just like I did in 2018, I found it so helpful to have my 2018 planner. Like when I was planning for our beach trip and stuff, I was able to just go back right to those dates. Everything was right where I knew it would be, and was able to find like my shopping lists and my packing stuff and all that. So I really wanted to work to commit to one planner for the year, but then I also didn't want to do something that I wasn't gonna like I did last year with the plum paper planner. So I went to Michaels thinking I would just get a recollections planner like I did before, because I knew that that worked for me for 1 year. But I found when I went to Michaels that they really changed the planners quite a bit, and there were a few that were the same as what I had gotten before, but not a lot of options as far as like the covers and all that. And they actually moved pretty drastically towards bound planners rather than spiral, like a hardbound planner, like a book. And that does not appeal to me at all, because I love being able to open the planners and have them completely flat. I often will sit in my bed and do my planning in the morning, so being able to open it all the way flat and having it sit on my knees, I really like. So I wasn't motivated at all to try a hardbound planner. So I just kind of played around at Michaels and looked at all the different options that they had, and ended up going with a happy planner, which I have tried a happy planner before. I did a mini happy planner over the summer of my first planning year, 2017, I think. And I liked it okay, but I'm not a huge fan of the rings and the way that like how smooth they are. And so I wasn't looking to get a happy planner. I didn't think I would want one, but I started looking at what they had, and the spreads in the one that I picked just looked perfect for what I needed. I just really loved how the spreads were laid out, and I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet on the happy planner and give it a try. I've been picking up stuff over the last few weeks, and this is the pile I have accumulated. I didn't pay full price for anything that I purchased. I used Michael's coupons, and planner stuff is always on sale this time of year. So it wasn't terribly expensive, but I did pick up a lot. When I first went to Michael's and found the Happy Planner that I liked, it was this one of the mini ones. And this is the Happy Planner Girl style, and they actually call them deluxe planners, and part of the reason they're deluxe, I guess, is because the rings are metal, and I actually find that they are a lot smoother than the plastic rings. So that's one thing I wasn't excited about, the rings, but at least these ones have the metal rings, and they're a little bit nicer. So I grabbed this because I just absolutely loved I love the layout and everything. This style is called Homebody, I believe, which is totally appropriate for my personality. Hello, Homebody. And I liked the design of it. I thought it was really pretty. I don't typically like little quotes and stuff, but I liked this quote. There is beauty in simplicity. I agree with that. This one I'll show you in a minute, but it has some cute stuff on it that I like. And just the colors and the pattern I thought was really, really pretty. This is like a year at a glance page. And then, so this is where the month of January starts, and it's got this like dashboard page here. And they called the layout on this planner the dashboard layout. And so I'll show you what that looks like on the weeks. But this is the month page, obviously, pretty simple. And then this is what the dashboard layout looks like. One thing that I really, really loved is having lines on the days. I love lines. I really like having a straight line to write on. When it's just blank, I feel like it's really messy when I write it. I'm not precise enough. And so having the lines is super, super helpful. I love this little dinner plans section. When I was doing my recollections planner, I had some stamps, and every week I would go in and put my stamps in, and it almost looked just like this with the days of the week and just one simple line for writing dinner plans. So this is perfect, just like what I was using. They have a few checklists here, errands and to buy, and I probably won't use them for those things, but it'll be easy enough to just put something over this and have it be a to-do list or whatever I feel like I need a checklist for the week. And then there's an important section and a focus section, and again, those can be changed to whatever I need them to. So that's basically how the planner looks. Each week is the same, and then you get the dashboard page for the next month, and that is basically it. So I loved the layout, and there's just one notes page there in the back. And so I grabbed this when I was at Michael's, thinking that I might just try a small planner for the year and to see if that worked. But I decided that I did want a bigger planner, just to get everything in there that I wanted to. And so I went online and found that they had basically the same planner in the larger size. So if you do a flip through, it just looks exactly the same. It's just bigger. So what I decided that I was going to do is use this big one for just my basic planner for everything I need for my home life and keeping track of errands and activities and events and all the stuff just for my life in here. And I'm going to use this one for YouTube. I'm going to use it to plan out my videos and to schedule out things and make lists of video ideas and all that kind of stuff. And I kind of like that they both match, and they're both the same, and they go together. Now beyond that, I found that Happy Planner has a recipe planner also that looked super cute. This one does not have the metal rings. These rings are plastic, so I'm bummed about that, but shouldn't be too big of a deal because I won't be using this all the time. But I do like to have a recipe planner for brainstorming recipes and just kind of getting things down. I've gotten into a pretty good system of creating recipes now that I've written a cookbook, or I'm still in the middle of writing a cookbook, but the recipe part is written. Anyways, so I really found it helpful to have just a recipe planner that I'm able to just put down everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not like a keepsake. That's not how I really use it. So it doesn't have to be pretty, but just to have a place to put everything down, I found really helpful. And I have been using the Recollections large planners, the spiral planners, and those are nice, but I kind of wanted to try just a small planner and to see how that worked for me. So just a real quick flip through of this. There are a few things I don't like about it.
But the nice thing about the Happy Planner is that you can take out pages if you want to and replace things. So I can always adjust if I need to. But I don't really love that there's a favorite section. And then I also don't love that there's a healthy section. I kind of don't think about my food and recipes that way, as if there's like a small section of healthy things and then the rest of the book, what is not healthy, doesn't really make sense to me. So I'll probably just remove this tab here, and I can use these pages for other sections that end up needing more pages. And then as far as favorites, I guess that's an interesting idea, but if I have a soup that's a favorite, I would want to have it in the soup section. So I don't know, I'll play with that. But like I said, I can just take out these pages and rearrange things as I feel like it. One other thing about this recipe planner that is different than the Recollections recipe planners that I've used before is it doesn't have any kind of meal planning or calendar or anything like that. It's really not a planner per se, because it doesn't have any of those dated things. It's just a recipe, what do they call it? A recipe keepsake or something like that. This mini favorite recipe collection. So now on to this other whole pile of stuff I have here. For the little planners, I can use these in either of the planners. They're just lined paper and kind of like a list style paper. So it looks like that, and then like that on the other side. I thought it was cute. I thought these would be great for throwing into my recipe planner to like have recipe idea lists if I want to keep that there. And then in my YouTube planner here, I could use it for like video ideas and stuff like that. I could use it in this as well because it could just fit in right here. So this is really versatile. I just decided to grab it because I figured I would use it eventually. These pages will just come in handy for whenever I need scratch paper in either of the planners. So we got these orange ones, purple, Plan a Happy Life. There's some grid pages, just some big ideas. And then, oh, this is a little bit different. You got this with a list. So those will come in handy. It's kind of thing I'll just put in my desk drawer and use them whenever I feel the need. This here is a habit tracker, and I thought this was really cool. It's a full month. I've done habit trackers in my other planners that are just weekly, but I really like the idea of having a full month so I don't have to do it every week and like put it in the planner every week. But it has 3 different things, so you can track 3 things. I'm not sure, I don't have like a plan of exactly what I'm going to use these for, but just whatever I'm working on for that month or habits I want to solidify or create, I can just use this for that. And each month it could be different. I might have something that goes through several months, but I think there's 60 of these in there. And so I thought that would come in really handy. I will add some stuff into my January in just a minute so you can kind of see how I'm setting it up for the month. I'm not going to set up all the months right now. Mostly because I want to see if it works and I might change it later on. But I will set up 1 month in here and then we'll see how it works for me. On the other side here, it has some spots to put some notes and stuff about whatever you're tracking, I suppose. Maybe more details about each thing here. Then this is just some lined big paper, and I actually got another set that has some lined paper in it. So this will be plenty to last me a long time, but it was really simple. Again, you've got this. I would rather not be there, but whatever. This is a planner accessory pack that I thought was really cute, and it's the homebody style, so it matches my planner. So here is the bookmark, do good and good will come to you. I might cover that up and make it pretty. I could get Autumn to paint it maybe. She's been so into painting recently, and she could probably paint on here and make something really pretty for me. But that'll be a nice bookmark to have to mark what month or week I'm in. And then these are some cute little post-it notes. I really like those. This flower here matches the flowers on the planner. So those are super cute, and they're punched so that this can go right into your planner. Here are a few stickers. This folder, this will come in handy. I like to have a grocery list little notebook that I can throw in my purse to take to the store, but I also would like to have a place in the planner to put it, and it'll fit perfectly in here. So that'll be great. And then here is the lined paper that came in the set, and these are super cute. Don't call it a dream, call it a plan. Sure, sounds good. And those are all the same, but I really love the flowers. I think that's really pretty. So again, I'll use that whenever I need an extra space to write down notes or whatever. So last thing here, I picked up the budget planner insert, and I'm not planning on using all of it, but their expense sheets in here looked like they would work perfectly for my grocery budget planning. So I'm probably going to just pull out sheets from this and just add them into here, not the whole thing, just like a couple sheets per month. So here's what that looks like. So this is a 6-month, I believe all of their like extension packs are 6-month packs. So month at a glance, I'm probably not going to be using that. Bill pay checklist, I probably won't use, but this is what I was thinking I would use, the expense tracker. And for each month, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides, 5 pages. And I don't expect that I'll use more than maybe 1 or 2 sides per month. And so, like, I think with just these pages from each month, that would be 12. I could use 1 per month for the entire year, and that might work out just fine. Just to go through the rest of this pack real quick, it has budget review, so you can go over how you did for the month, and then this is for the next month, I think, the month at a glance, and then the month, and this is undated, so you can just add it into your planner whenever. Oh, and then back here, so they had 6 months that were the same, and then it did have another pocket, so I can add this in if I end up needing a second pocket. Don't expect I will at this point, but it's always nice to have just in case. And then they also had some stickers that you can throw in. These are cute. I like those a lot. And then since it's an undated planner, they give you all the months so that you can add those in as you need to. And here's a few more different things. Pretty cute. So getting my January set up should be pretty simple. It's not anything too fancy, but we'll get it all set up and then do a quick flip through. So I was thinking the habit tracker either here or over here, probably here, so that I can still have my whole month at a glance on the next page. Just try to carefully pop that in there. And that's how that looks. The colors of this one don't match my planner, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so I don't like how the pages don't turn quite as smoothly as with a spiral bound planner, but I'm just gonna make the best of it, and I think it'll work. And like I said, these the gold metal rings, they are nicer than the plastic. So there's that. Fits just right into the back there. I'm also going to put this back here somewhere. Maybe I should put it at the very back. I'll throw it in right here and see how it works for me. Those are so cute. I love those so much. Now back to January. So I got my habit tracker in, and then now I need to see where the expense tracker for the month is going to go. Let's see what's back here. Now it's a whole page. I think the grocery budget tracker is going to have to be up here too. Let's see. Maybe actually I will move this over to the next page and then put the expense tracker here. That might work a little bit better. And I'm going to just do 1 page for now, because I really think that's all I'll need for the grocery budget. Just like that. And I guess I could put the habit tracker here. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to pull it up like this to look at my whole month. I think I will put it here for now. I can always move it. That's the nice thing about these kind of planners. You can really make it work for whatever you like. If you don't like it, you can change it. There's that. And my little bookmark I can put up here. So this is this week. Today is New Year's Day. Stick that in just like that. And there's my little bookmark. It has opened me up right to the right page. And that looks pretty good. I have my lined paper here. I was thinking of adding in some just for notes. Maybe I'll add some at the very beginning. just so it's there if I have my planner out somewhere and I don't have my extras with me. There's not really a good place for it though. Maybe I'll add it in the back just a little bit, like 3 or 4 pages, because I really don't want to overfill the planner and make it too. Yeah, I could put it with these notes here. 4 pages should be plenty. So I'm definitely finding that to turn pages and to flip through, it works a lot better if you put your hand all the way in right to the edge of the rings and open it like that. If you try to open it from the edges, it really is not as smooth. So like if I want to go to March, I shouldn't turn like that, but put my hand all the way in and turn it. Makes it easier. See, I will get used to this. All right, so just a really quick flip through. I already showed you the beginning pages here, the year at a glance. We get to the January dashboard. Got my expense tracker for my grocery budget. Got my habit tracker that I'll need to fill in and figure out what I want to do to be better in 2020. There's January, my month at a glance, and this is my first page of 2020. I'm ready to get going and get stuff in here. I probably won't be doing a lot of decorating and washi tape, and probably even not a whole ton of stickers. I have some very functional stickers that I might use, but I really don't feel like I have a lot of time to do a lot of decorating. It's really fun to do, and I really have enjoyed it when I've done it before, but I just have other things that I'm using all of my creativity on right now, and decorating my planner hasn't been a top priority recently. That could change because it is a fun outlet. It is fun to be creative, so we will see. And so that's how the whole month of January is, and then we get to February. I'll show you these pages real fast because they're really pretty. I really like that one too. I love the heart for February. There's this one. Enthusiasm is the root of all good things. Enjoy what it is and plant some joy seeds. Okay. April. Oh, this is the same as the cover. Thankful, grateful, beautiful, wonderful. May. Home should be an anchor, a port in the storm, a refuge, a happy place in which to dwell, a place where we are loved and where we can love. June. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that a lot. I love these flowers with the gold edges. You can in June or in July. There is nothing like staying at home for real comfort. I believe that. That's words to live by right there. I love staying home. Don't be perfect, just be yourself. September. Wake up and be excited about life for October. I like that color. That's really pretty. Give, grow, gather. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. For November, and then I already showed you December. I love that. It's so beautiful. And then now the back that I have set up, I have the end of here, it just has a notes page. I have my 4 blank notes pages that I can use for whatever. I have my pocket, and I have my sticky notes, and that is my planner for 2020. I'm not adding anything to my YouTube planner or my recipe planner yet. I will just add those as needed whenever I want to do a list, an ideas list or whatever. So those are all ready to go. And I think that's it for this video. Thanks for hanging out and checking out my planners for the year. I hope you guys are all doing great. Please let me know what you guys are doing for planners this year. I'd love to hear what you have found that works for you. And we will chat down in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.